from Scrapmaster's Paradise, and today I'm going to be making a card for you guys. I have been asked to host the Marker Pop Challenge for this week. I'll put the link down below the video for the Marker Pop blog. This is going to be their challenge this week, and it's all about coloring with blues. The Marker Pop Challenge is always a coloring challenge, so I decided to use this. This is the Little Monster stamp from the Little Monster stamp set in the SP & Company Tina Winky collection. So I went ahead and colored him up. I used some purple and some blues for his outfit, and so I'm going to coordinate the card with those colors. So let's go ahead and get started. So for my card base, I cut this piece of paper. It's just an 8.5 by 11. I cut it at 5.5 inches, so the card will be 5.5 inches square. I've got my Martha Stewart score tool here. I'm going to score this at 5.5 inches on the 11-inch side. So there's 5.5. So that's going to be my card base. For my card, I want to do a background on here, but it's going to be very subtle. So I'm going to be using some Versamark ink. And I'm going to use the sentiment that says Trick or Treat. I'm going to do a border of this blue paper, so it'll go right there. I'll just do my stamping across the top and across the bottom. So that way we don't waste time stamping over the whole thing. I'm just going to kind of do them in a zigzag pattern here, so we fill in the space and they look like a little brick pattern going on. As the Versamark ink dries, they become a little bit darker too, so you can see those ones are starting to get a little bit dark. Okay, and there's this little gap on both of these sides, so I'm going to just ink up just the edge of the stamp so that I can fill in those gaps. Let's see, Trick goes down here. That way it looks more like a pattern paper, less like you stamped it. Okay. Same with over here. It just fills in that space really nicely. Though you can't read these, but it just looks good. Same with this side. I'm just going to ink up the other edge now. For my border, I cut it at 5.5 inches by 2.25 or 2 1/4. I'm going to just cover up that area. That looks good. Got my AdTech glue runner here. This pattern paper is from the Echo Park Here and Now collection. It was part of the SP & Company monthly kit a couple of months back. I thought it was really cute, so I pulled it out to use. It's lining up my card with this grid so then I can line up this border really nicely. Okay, so there's the border. I'm also going to use this turquoise ribbon here and tie a bow. I'm going to have this little guy on one side, and then I'll have my bow over here. It's always interesting doing the bows. Got to make them just right. I'm just going to cut around this little monster guy with my craft knife. I'm going to leave just a little bit of white space around the image. Okay, so now he is trimmed out. He's got the white space all around him. I think it looks good. My card, and I'm just going to put him on the card over here. I'm going to lower this down some. Actually, I'll cover up that edge with the ribbon. He can go down there, and I'll put the sentiment right here. I'm going to use a different sentiment. I'm going to use this one that says Boo. And I'm still waiting for my ink pads to come in. I ordered a bunch of ink pads, but until then, I'm using the SP ink pads. These have been discontinued because they're defective. And if you'll notice, this is the Ocean Waves ink, and it is significantly darker than what it's supposed to look like, and it actually looks more blue than the turquoise color it's supposed to be. But I am going to use it because it still matches my little guy. Oops. Doesn't seem to be working very good either. Might have to go with black if this one doesn't ink up very well. Okay, so that'll work. You can see actually the color is just a really blue color, and there's actually some in-between tones in there. It's not just one solid blue. Alright, so I cut that down so it will fit here, and I'm going to cut this into a little banner shape with my Cutter Bee scissors. Just kind of eyeballing a little V shape cut out of this. Alright, so that will go right there. And I'm going to attach him with some Stampin' Dimensionals. These are just some foam adhesives. 3D Pop Dots or something like that would work as well. And on here. Let's look at it. So there is the card. I think I'm going to round these bottom corners just to give it a little bit more decoration. I've got my corner chomper here. I'm going to use the 1/2 inch round corner. Just round these corners real quick. I think that just gives it a little bit of a decorative touch. And that is it. There's my card. But it looks really cute. And I love I think the background came out really, really cute on there. So that is all for today. Make sure to head over to the Marker Pop blog and join in on the challenge because I'm also giving the prize away this week. Thanks for watching. Bye.